All right, guys, welcome to my life. Perfect. You're not recording, so let's go. Yeah, I think my voice is more clearer now. Well, I fuck my mouse. Who's this? Can you help me to get the conditions to open using buy limit or sell limits? Uh, I know I didn't give that, but sometimes when I give like written words, I expect some people to use that. I don't need to give. Sometimes I don't need to give everything because I actually did this on a 30 minutes time frame. Actually, okay. So this was the only thing I drew in the Telegram channel, and then I said this. Let's zoom this out. I only said, okay, we had a like this. We had a trend line breakout here. Okay, we had a trend line breakout. So this is the trend line I drew from this point down to this point, and we can see here that we have a breakout here. Okay, so I just said, okay, we had a breakout here, and then I said two possible outcomes. The first one is gonna touch this hand demand zone here and then push back up, and I don't think it's gonna respect this resistance here. So if it's gonna break this resistance, then the next zone is gonna touch is this fair value gap here. We can see fair value gap is overlapping, so that's why I said it's gonna break and then touch this fair value gap here, and then possibly a retest back to this resistance that was broken by this, if possible. If it doesn't break this resistance, we're gonna see it coming back down here, and then maybe breaking this one, taking out this liquidity here, and then retest and fall back down. So the only thing is, if it's this market is gonna push up and break this hanging resistance here, then it's gonna head to this fair value gap here, and then maybe a retest. And then since we get a trend line breakout, of course, once you get a trend line breakout, you're gonna see it touching all the points that was used for the trend line, and then heading up back. And of course, this trend line, yeah, this is the last point of the trend line, which is why I set that as my zone to reach. Okay, you can see that's why my TP is there. So if possible, if it breaks this resistance here without rejecting back down here, it pushes back up and break, then it's gonna head to this FVG here, and then retest back to this resistance that was broken, and then poof, go back up. If possible, again break this FVG, break this resistance here, you might see another break, and then retest and keep going up. So this is good for you today, and this is my view on gold. Okay, so then let's go to Bitcoin. Okay, so this is Bitcoin, and I used 1 hour time frame. Let's see, this was what I used, and this was our Friday setup. Okay, so we got chopped off because I don't know, yeah, probably it went to target this liquidity and this one here, so it took everything out and it used this support here to continue. So we didn't get that right on Friday and we got chopped off. So after we got chopped off with our 43 stop loss, then you can see it's continue going up. I'm seeing space here on this is Oanda, O and A, but I'm seeing space, but on other brokers I'm not seeing this space. So why did I say this now? This is my liquidity, right, which I drew. So I only expect it to push up, take out this double top liquidity here that we have. Don't mind my English, or don't mind whatever I say, because it's not all the terms I can remember. I can't hold them all on my head. So this was my reason. Let me zoom it out like this and somehow bring this arrow like this so that you can see the chart more. So this was my reason for drawing this arrow like this and then down back to this demand here and then push back up, because we have a liquidity here. Of course, the market loves liquidity, and once you don't see the liquidity, then you are the liquidity. So this is the only thing I see. If it's gonna push up and then chop out these liquidities here, then I expect it to come back down here, and any reaction here I'll just make my setup and we push it up. Okay, so that's the thing we have here. So we have gold and BTC, and all is a waiting game, although gold has already moved because I entered a trade when I said that gold was at 30.20 and now it's at 30.25. That's 50 pips exactly to my Telegram subscribers that followed. So that's the thing, there's nothing hard here. You can still. So of course I'm gonna chop out this. Come on, guys, drop your questions. Ask me anything, and I will surely reply. Will surely answer. Okay? Don't hold anything back, except I don't know the answer. But anything you ask me, I would surely reply. I'll surely give an answer. Oh, fucker. All right, so we're having some reaction. I can see. So as you can see, gold is still pushing up, and of course, if it keeps pushing up, it's gonna break this resistance here, and we see it back up here. So there's FVG or supply zone. If possible, if it doesn't hold, it's going back up. And of course, I know the nearest top will be 37 or so. It should be 30, 37. That should be the nearest top, and that's after it has taken out this liquidity here. Then it just returns back to 33, possibly. So we might see something like this, taking out this at 39, and then come back to the FVG, maybe possibly like this. Okay, let's extend this, possibly like this, and going back to take out this, just something like this. Okay, these are the two things that can happen to gold. So I'm gonna take out this because I don't think it's coming back to that. Okay, so the first is, okay, we've gotten the push, and if we get a breakout here, then first one, the possible outcome is back to this FVG and then back to this resistance. That's retesting, and then push up and take out this zone here, or stops here at that resistance. Okay, stop here. Then the next one is, if it's gonna push up from here, it push up and break out of this FVG and take out this liquidity here, it's gonna respect this resistance here or the supply here, and then come back down back to this FVG and then push back up. So these are the two scenarios that we have, except gold doesn't break out this, then that's when we're gonna have something like this. That's when we're gonna have it coming back here, okay, and then breaking out this, and then coming back like this, and then shooting down like this. So that's because, why, this is a double top here. So if it doesn't break out of this double top, so this is 30.26 and this is 30, let's say 30.15. So that's 100 pips. So the next zone after a double top will be 30.05. Okay, so you might see gold falling to 30.05 if it doesn't break out this resistance here. So taking out this out and coming back to what I said here. Okay, so this is it, and it's a waiting game now. Of course, I'm already in a buy. I've been in a buy quite long. I've been in a buy here. Of course, this is my full take profit, but I extended my full take profit to somewhere here because this is an FVG here. I extended it to somewhere 30, 40, 30, 37. Okay, so this is it, and we are watching. Like this, and then let's draw the next one, rejecting here and then coming back down here. This is what, just breaking this a bit, coming back to retest here, and then go down to 30.04, if possible even down to this zone here. So this is what we're just looking at, Of course, market is reactive and not predictive. Okay, so I'm just waiting for this breakout here, and then clears the retest and we continue, or it respect this double top here and then comes back down. So that's the two things we are looking at now. How are we doing, guys? Are we seeing it? Are we seeing what's happening? Yep. So just break out that resistance, good, and you keep dancing. Just break out that shit and let's go. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Drop a follow, drop a like, subscribe to my channel, drop your comments, ask your questions. This is the only place I'm gonna answer your questions. Anything you ask, I'm gonna answer. So, of course, we're still here and watching as gold is dancing, but I probably think it's gonna break out this resistance here. So, this might not be valid. Okay, as I can see, it's still pushing up. So it's probably gonna break this out. So if we got a breakout here, what's the candlestick I'm using? I'm using a 1 hour candlestick. This is just 20 minutes and it's not yet time for the closure of the candlestick. So for us to get a breakout, we need to see a full body candlestick breaking out of this zone and not just weak. And of course, I've seen a breakout already with what I'm seeing. And the next zone we're gonna head is this. Let's switch to 30 minutes time frame so that you can know what I'm seeing. Okay, this is what I'm seeing, and I think it's about to break it. It's just playing around and dancing. So why did I pick this spot as a zone to retest after it breaks out the zone if possible? Is because of this fair value gap here. I have a fair value gap, a big one here. Of course, it might react here, but I reduced it because I have two fair value gaps overlapping. This is one, and this is fuck. Let's use an arrow. Okay, I have two fair value gaps overlapping. This is one here, and this is the next one inside here. And of course, we have a support, all right, of which, okay, resistance, okay, because it was a resistance that was broken out and it's supposed to retest and go back, but instead the market did not retest and it went back down. That was how we failed on the setup and hitting break even after possibly let's see 100 pips. Of course, we went out on break even, so we are saved. So this resistance now is what I'm looking at. So we have fair value gap 1, fair value gap 2 overlapping, and then we still have, come on, and then we still have resistance here. Okay, so that's why I picked the zone as my zone for a possible pullback to the support, because it has been broken now. So support which is broken is now resistance which is broken is now support. So it has been broken now. As we can see, we just have 7 minutes in now time for this 30 minutes candlestick to close. So it's a breakout, of course, if it closes full body like this, and then we just wait for a little retest back into the support, and then we just give a scalping buy to this, and if possible it's gonna reach here and react and come back down here, or it might reach here first and react back to the zone, and of course we push it up to our, what do they call it, the daily high or whatever. So as we can see, gold has pushed up, and anybody that but as of then at 29.20 is smiling right now because it's in profit. So just what I said. Of course, we haven't gotten a breakout yet because this is a 30 minutes candlestick, right? And we have just 2 minutes for it to close. And as I'm seeing, it's just a fake breakout for now because this is just a week and we haven't seen a full body breakout. So I must wait for full body breakout first before I'm going to advise you to buy in this retest. But for now, it's still praying around, and as you can see, it's trying to make is it a doji candlestick or is it flying star or whatever? And once we get this candlestick closing in red, and we can see that sellers are trying to push the market downward, so possibly, let's see. Okay. So possibly we might see this like this, just what I said, respecting this as double top and then coming back down here and then doing this and down back to this liquidity. How can I delete this? Okay, and then down back to this liquidity here. So these are the two possible outcomes. Okay, we have this first one here. Only what we need to see is a full body breakout, and as we can see, the candlestick has closed already. 30 minutes candlestick has closed here, and it showed a doji candlestick. So we are just waiting to see the reaction. And of course, anything we see here, if it reacts here, then possibly it's gonna break out the zone and then retest back here and fall down. Or if we get a full body breakout here, then we're gonna wait for a little retest and buy. So this is the two things I want you to wait for. Just wait for the reaction. Okay, wait for the reaction. How to check future markets? Well, we are not trading futures here, actually. So I guess we're just trading forex here, gold or Bitcoin. So I don't know futures. I think Binance or other trading apps for futures. I don't trade futures actually, so I don't know that. Can buy now? Never, never. Cannot buy now. I just said wait for the reaction, and of course we have two possible outcomes. As I can see, this candlestick here. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom. This is a doji, or what do they? Yeah, doji, and we have a double top here, and of course we had a fake breakout here because it's not a full body breakout. So possibly we might see the market falling down here, breakout, take out this liquidity, and then retest, and then we fall down. That's when I'm gonna drop a setup for sell. But for now, although we didn't get the first sell, but we just have to, you can see it's already reacting because we had this doji here, okay, and then it's selling, and also a resistance here that couldn't break out that just reacted. You can see this weak, and then anything double top, we should expect the range from here to here to be the same from there to here. So the range from here is 30.15 and then 30.26 or 25. So that's 100 pips range. So the next possible zone that gold is going to reach is 30.05 if it respects this resistance, okay, and then it's going to come and take out this liquidity here at 30.14 and then retest back to this demand that was respected here, and then that's when I'm going to drop a sell setup here after this reaction. But if it doesn't react back to the zone and then comes back and break above this resistance, I'm going to drop a long position targeting this zone here, targeting this as first TP. So just wait for reaction, because I didn't call for sell here because I literally saw this. That was when I drew this path. Can't we take our entry off the 15 minutes time frame? Yeah, I just did the analysis on 30 minutes time frame. If you switch to 15 minutes time frame, you can see other key components that will give you what to do, either to buy or sell. Okay, on 15 minutes time frame, okay, yeah, on 15 minutes time frame, it literally give the right candlestick to enter, but I missed that because you can see still inverted hammer, or is it doji? So that's sell. So we still have the zone. Okay, we still have this demand zone here that gold might come back and then respect and go back up. So just market is reactive, and as far as it's Monday, you don't need to rush into the market because you just saw some reaction, you just want to rush. Market is gonna kill you, bro, because it's Monday, and once it's Monday, market so is crazy. It goes up and down, up, and you might just see, if possible, we might just see this markets going sideways from here, touch here, go back here, come back here throughout this UK session down to US session before we might get any reaction. That's Monday for you. Okay, so we might just see this market coming back to here, sell down to this from 30.18, buy back to 30.26, sell down, just sideways. Then once it's US session, that's on my time is around that kind 1 o'clock, 1:32, yeah, then you might see a big breakout here or this. So we just have two possible outcome here for this market to respect, two breakouts. So I'm looking at I don't want anybody to rush. Do not rush into the markets, guys. Do not, because Monday market is very, very trickish. You see, Mondays and Friday are the last day of the week, and that is the day that manipulations are much, because you want to take out all your profits that you've made on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They are gonna collect it back if you are not wise. So that's what the smart money traders do. So I am still seeing the reaction. Of course, I'm still pushing down. We have this demand here which can be respected. Breakout on the tests. Then we're gonna sell down. Targeting what? 17,205. Okay, to 97. That's actually 200 pips to be precise, because this is the liquidity here that we have. So we're gonna target that, or if we get a breakout here, we're gonna target this retest here and target this 47. That's still 200 pips range. We have 200 pips range to the upside and to the downside. Okay, so that's gold. Where is Bitcoin? Let's go to Bitcoin. Okay, I did that on 1 hour time frame, and this is Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin refused to break. It didn't take out these two liquidity that I was seeing here, and it's reacting downwards. So if it comes down to the zone and reacts here, I'm gonna take a long position. Okay, I'm gonna take a long position and target 91,353. That's my full take profit. So I'm still waiting. And of course, it's early morning, and I've been in this live for 49 minutes. That's 50 minutes. So I'll just need to end it right now, because that's more than enough for a day. So we just wait. Just follow what I said. If you can't follow it, then I don't know what to tell you again. Just follow everything I said. Wait for reaction. This is Monday, and we might see our market ranging up and down here. So this is Monday. Wait for reaction and hit that at the bull's eye. So aside that, do not rush into the market, because you will be chopped off. Exactly. So that's the only thing I'm gonna tell everyone. Jude Kure, thank you for joining my live. Wang Chen Ho, thank you for joining. Isra Ahmed, thank you for joining, and thank you for liking Aditama channel. Thank you also for joining. So at this junction, I'll be ending this live here. Okay.